Breaking news out of Beijing, and this could be one of the most significant shifts in the global AI race we have seen in years. China is reportedly planning to allow its top artificial intelligence companies to purchase limited quantities of Nvidia's H200 chips, and if you know anything about the semiconductor war that has been playing out between Washington and Beijing, you know exactly why this is a massive, massive deal. According to a report from The Information, Chinese authorities are preparing to grant select, elite AI firms access to Nvidia's H200 processors chips that represent some of the most powerful artificial intelligence hardware on the planet. We are not talking about a flood of chips pouring across the border. We are talking about a carefully controlled, limited allocation, handed to only the most strategically important companies in China's AI ecosystem. Now let's put this in context, because the context here is everything. For years, the United States has been tightening export controls specifically designed to keep advanced American semiconductor technology out of Chinese hands. The Biden administration hit China with sweeping restrictions on high-end chips, targeting Nvidia's most powerful products, precisely because these processors are the fuel that powers large language models, military AI systems, and next-generation computing infrastructure. Washington's message was clear: China does not get to build world-class AI on American hardware. But Beijing is not sitting still. And this reported plan is a direct signal that Chinese policymakers are making calculated, strategic moves to close the gap, even if it means navigating a minefield of international trade restrictions. The H200 chip is no ordinary piece of silicon. It is Nvidia's crown jewel for AI workloads, built on the Hopper architecture, delivering extraordinary performance for training and running the kinds of massive AI models that companies like OpenAI and Google DeepMind rely on. Getting even a limited number of these chips into the hands of China's leading AI developers, companies like Baidu, ByteDance, and others at the frontier of Chinese artificial intelligence, could provide a significant and measurable boost to their capabilities. And here is where it gets politically explosive. If China moves forward with this plan, it will almost certainly draw a fierce response from Washington. American lawmakers and trade officials have been watching chip smuggling routes, shell company loopholes, and gray market networks with increasing alarm. A semi-official, government-sanctioned pathway for Chinese firms to acquire H200 chips even in limited numbers is exactly the kind of development that could trigger an emergency review of export controls, congressional hearings, and potentially even new sanctions. For Nvidia, this is a deeply complicated situation. The company has already seen billions of dollars in potential revenue evaporate because of U.S. export restrictions. CEO Jensen Huang has been vocal about the business impact of these controls, warning that cutting Chinese companies off from American chips does not eliminate China's AI ambitions, it simply pushes them to build their own alternatives. Huawei's Ascend chips are already emerging as a domestic competitor. Every day that Chinese firms cannot access Nvidia hardware is another day they invest in homegrown solutions that could eventually rival American technology on the global market. So what does this all mean for the future of AI supremacy? It means the battle lines are being redrawn in real time. It means that geopolitics and gigaflops are now permanently intertwined. It means that a decision made in a government office in Beijing or a boardroom in Santa Clara can reshape the trajectory of the most transformative technology in human history. The chips are not just processors anymore. They are bargaining chips. They are weapons. They are the currency of a new kind of superpower competition. And the question that everyone in Washington, Silicon Valley, and Beijing is now asking is terrifyingly simple: who controls the chips, controls the future?